Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. I have a confession to make, though. I listened to Mike Botticelli a few minutes ago saying folks use the words junkie and addicts, and I was one of those 30 years ago. I freely admit that, but that was the sign of the times. That's when nobody recognized what this addiction is doing to society. So I've come full circle, as I think law enforcement has. You just said it, Katie. We look at this now as a disease, and we look at the negative effects it has on society as a whole. So as a police officer, I've seen what happens to the individuals who are addicted, as well as the victims of their crimes. And I've watched the criminal justice system transform into more of a let's fix the problem instead of just hiding it under the covers, so to speak. So when I decided to run for sheriff, and I've been an officer for just a little over a year, I saw opportunities because there's more we can do. And in the Sheriff's Department up in Essex County, we run a detox program. Now the good news is it's a detox program. It's 28 days, 42 beds for men and 42 beds for women. The downside of it is you have to be arrested to get there. Now sometimes folks need that little push or incentive to seek treatment and successfully complete it. I'm proud to say on the male side, we have an 87% success rate of completion. Females, 80%. But the beauty about it is, and the point I want to make is, we work very closely with the judges in our district courts, particularly in our drug courts, with our district attorney, defense attorneys, probation, and local police. We're looking for solutions to the problem. And to use a quote from one of the judges up in Essex County, it gives, and by the way, I'm not going to call them junkies anymore, I'm going to call them clients. It gives the clients options. And as the judge would say, it gives them a taste of corrections. Now, our detox facilities are separate standalone units within the jail and house of correction itself. They don't mingle with general population. We target the low-risk offenders, usually pretrial folks who come in. Yes, they detox for a couple of 3 days or maybe longer depending on their addiction level. Then we program them. We go through treatment and rehab through the rest of the 28 days. It's run by private health care and private mental health folks. And then upon successful completion of that 28 days, you go back in front of the judge. And this is where the options come in. Hopefully, they succeeded and they have the desire to get their lives back and get on track. And maybe the judge will send them home. Maybe they'll put an electronic bracelet on them, which we can handle, and they'll send them back into society so we can still keep track of them. They may have to report to one of our officers of community corrections for programming during the day, or perhaps drug testing. Or sometimes they have to come back into the jail itself and serve sentence or get further treatment. But the big push we're doing now is the reentry efforts. What I saw as a police officer, where I saw the gap was, when they come out of jail, they go back to their communities. And as some of the previous speakers mentioned before, that's when they're so highly susceptible to overdose and die. I've seen it many times on the street, I hate to say it, but you see these folks, they think they can go right back to the same dosage they've been taking, and they die on our streets. That's the gap we're trying to fix now. So we're looking for initiatives. We've come up with plans. We've created a new reentry unit. We're partnering with anybody we can find. One of our best partners is PARI, the Police Assisted Addiction Recovery Initiative out of Gloucester. We have 2 recovery coaches that we obtained through them for a grant through the AmeriCorps. They're wonderful. So our plan, and by the way, when the clients come through our program and they go back to the communities, they're leaving with an individualized treatment plan. We have the experts in the field develop that. They go back. We're reaching out to our community partners, including our recovery coaches, including healthcare agencies, faith-based agencies, social service, municipal agencies, anybody that can help the individual. We want to send them back with a little toolbox where if they're having a bad day or they're not succeeding in where they want, they have a phone call to make. They have a friend. Somebody can pick them up and get them back on track. Because once they're out of our jurisdiction, so to speak, there's only so much we can do. But we can attack this as a community problem, that's why we're all here today. This is a community, a societal problem. We're doing this together, and hopefully we're going to make that impact.